Hi, and welcome to Discover Oklahoma. I'm Lauren Nelson.
And I'm Dean O'Lally. Today we're coming to you from St. Gregory's Monastery in Shawnee.
This historic and sacred place is open to the public. Located on West MacArthur Street in Shawnee, this is a community where monks live, work, and pray together. It is open to the public for tours, to attend Mass, and even visit a marketplace. We'll show you around throughout the program.
But first, here in Oklahoma, we do learn to expect one thing every spring, and that is storms and then, unfortunately, tornadoes.
And as many of us know, Oklahoma is home to the movie Twister, made a few years back. So, of course, there's a museum to commemorate that.
Right now, Deanne Stein is going to take us to the Twister Museum in Wakita.
Scenes like this can seem all too real for some Oklahomans. So it seemed only appropriate for executive producer Steven Spielberg to shoot the movie Twister here in Oklahoma, putting Wakita on the map.
It's amazing what a movie will do for a small town.
The movie crew spent the summer of 1995 in Wakita to film many of the scenes in the movie. Once it wrapped up, Linda Wade and the town put together this Twister Museum for visitors.
People just love it. I mean, they can quote the whole movie better than I can, and I lived it.
As soon as you enter the building, you will see Dorothy 1.
This is the pride and joy of the museum. It is a Dorothy from the movie used for all the demolition scenes.
Where's my truck?
There are 4 other pretty ones out there, but mine's the one with character. And it even is hooked up with a little bit of sound.
In the front room, you'll also see several pieces of debris from the sets, including lamppost and this bank door.
It was fun watching them build, a little bit sad once they started tearing things down.
The main stars, Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt, were in the tiny town to shoot for about a month and a half, with Paxton quickly becoming the town favorite.
So Bill Paxton was from the Fort Worth area originally. Anyway, so being in Oklahoma, he was very comfortable.
He signed autographs and posed for pictures, and between scenes played football with the locals, which you can see in this behind-the-scenes video.
He was just a phenomenal star.
There are bookcases displaying all sorts of movie memorabilia, like location maps, storyboards, autographs, and candid photographs. You can also see Bill Paxton's Twister pinball machine that he donated to the museum following the movie's premiere.
A couple of blocks from the museum, you can come here to the site of where Aunt Meg's home once stood. It was an actual home here in Wakita that the film crew refurbished, only to rip down by the film's tornado.
Now empty, the lot holds a wind structure and butterfly garden along with this marker.
Our water tower, too, is a prime tourist attraction in Wakita. You see people walking along the streets taking pictures of the water tower.
Since opening, well over 50,000 people from the U.S. and over 25 foreign countries have visited the museum and marked their home locations on the map.
I have met some phenomenal people from all over the world.
She's even befriended storm chasers worldwide who consider her their Aunt Meg.
I have wonderful storm chaser friends that support me, that call me, that say, "Heads up, Linda, it's headed your way,"
making her somewhat of a local celebrity herself.
I have signed an autograph or two, you know.
Discovering Oklahoma in Wakita, I'm Deanne Stein.
From April through August, the Twister Museum is open Tuesday through Saturday, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. You'll find them at 101 West Main Street in Wakita. The museum is also open at other times by appointment.
And no matter where you're headed in Oklahoma, we hope you'll take a break at one of the new renovated tourism information centers.
I got to check one out in Midwest City, and it's a pit stop you don't want to miss. Our state's tourism information centers are a great place for visitors and Oklahomans alike to get information about our state and pick up some special Oklahoma-themed gifts. Midwest City Center has had some upgrades and renovations that make it a worthwhile detour.
This building has been shut down for a few months during the renovation process. We opened January 17th, and we've been steadily getting more and more people aware that we're here, so we're excited to see people coming in.
The additions start outside, where there is a new dog park and a fun selfie station.
Outside, we're working on our flower beds, but we also have this wonderful new dog park. So that's nice that people can come and stop with their pets and play. They could take them off leash and really get them some exercise while they're traveling. We have a selfie station, so it's really fun. It's all of the centers have their own unique selfie station. Ours has an astronaut and a spaceship, and it really brings in the flight aspect that we are part of here with the Tinker being right across the street. One of the things that makes Midwest City Tourism Information Center unique is Midwest City has a park behind our location. So while it's not part of the center, it works together.
The upgrades don't stop there. When you step inside, you'll notice a fresh new design.
When you first come into the building, you'll see that it's been painted, it's fresh, it's got a more modern look to it, so we're really happy about that. We've opened it up, there's more gift shop space. Things are touch-free, so we don't have to worry so much about germs, we don't have to worry about who's been handling things, and the traffic control makes it a lot more friendly.
Of course, you can pick up one of the many brochures with information about all of the neat stops you'll want to make in our great state. You can also pick up a gift perfect for any Okie.
Midwest City Tourism Information Center, we have a larger variety than some of the other centers have. Not only do we have our literature for Oklahoma travel tourism, but we also have so many gift items. One of the fun things about this job is that we have so many shirts, jackets, things like that that say Oklahoma, and those items are so popular everywhere. So this is a great stop, not just for those that are traveling through, but for people that are local that want to have that. And we're always coming up with unique items in that way. We also have books, we have cookbooks, we have books that are historically based on Oklahoma, we have pillows, we have lots of interior decorating items. So there's really just something for everyone here.
When you're in the area and need a safe, clean place to make a pit stop or to pick up a gift unique to our state, stop at the Tourism Information Center in Midwest City.
This is a great place to stop for families, for pets, because we have both the park for the kids to get out and play. So we have everything here that someone would need for stops. We have snacks, we have bathrooms, we have places to play, we have everything that someone would need to have a good stop.
You'll find 9 different tourism information centers all across our great state. This one is in Midwest City at 7200 Southeast 29th.
Coming up on Discover Oklahoma.
A lot of people love the place. It has a wonderful character and a vibe. And we've always got a little Leon Russell playing in the background.
A trip to a shop unlike any other. See what makes this Tulsa location so unique.
Someone just driving through can learn a lot about the community.
And the incredible works of art you can see right from the roadway.
I think once they branch in, they go downtown and they see the cool vibe, they're going to come back to Tulsa.
Plus, see how this restaurant is pulling people into the heart of Tulsa. It's all coming up right here on Discover Oklahoma.
Why order a free Oklahoma outdoor guide? Uncover unique wonders. Cultivate your curiosity. And wake up your wild side. Order or download your free copy today.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma, coming to you from St. Gregory's Monastery in Shawnee, a historic place where the public is welcome to attend Mass. From here, it's about 90 minutes to Tulsa, where you'll find a cooperative gallery full of jewelry, art, and so much more.
Julie Chen takes us to this must-stop shop. Let's check out Hummingbird Fine Craft.
A lot of people love the place. It has a wonderful character and a vibe. And we've always got a little Leon Russell playing in the background.
Just down the street from the church studio where Leon Russell recorded sits Hummingbird Fine Crafts.
The Hummingbird is named because of the Leon Russell song, The Hummingbird.
This Hummingbird is an artist cooperative gallery. Here, a local group of fine artists and artisan makers come together to sell their goods and run the store.
100% does go back to our artists. And in that way, we support them. This store isn't here to make money for itself. It's here to make money for our artists and have them thrive.
Over a dozen local artists share this space, and you'll find at least one of them here daily.
There's always a new artist to meet, and they can, talk to you specifically about their art, and that's always cool. It's not just someone who is hired to be here that doesn't have a connection to the art.
Talk about the full shopping experience. You'll find everything from handmade jewelry to honey, paintings to pottery.
We've got such unique things. You're not going to see a guitar done in mosaic or artwork done about the church studio done on silks, and that you can either put on your wall or wear on your body. You're not going to find those anywhere else. Anywhere else.
Plus, since all the artists are Tulsans, you really are shopping local.
What I like about it is it's like you're giving a gift twice, kind of, because you're giving a gift to the recipient, but it's also a gift to the artist because it's like you're showing that you appreciate their work and their time and their talent.
And in the spirit of Leon Russell and the Tulsa Sound, that's music to Hummingbird's ears.
I know all of us work very hard to make something beautiful, unique, classy, and of use to people. One of the things that I think is important now is people do still like art. They still like to feel good. And a lot of the things that we have here represent well done things that people will enjoy for a long time.
In Tulsa, I'm Julie Chin, discovering Oklahoma.
Hummingbird Fine Craft is located at 317 South Trenton. They're open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Special shopping hours are available by appointment if you call ahead.
Art can be as small as a piece of jewelry or as big as a brick wall.
And here in Oklahoma, we know a thing or two about some of those bigger sizes, and actually the new thing are those big murals. So come along with videographer Tommy Evans and I as we tell you some of the stories behind some of those murals in Oklahoma City. Public art is very important. It is often underappreciated, yet public art works can have unanticipated impacts on viewers and communities. In fact, it can give a community a sense of identity.
It gives it a sense of uniqueness and gives it some incentive to visit the place. The great thing about public art is it's free. You can experience it with your friends and your family without having to pay like an admission to a museum or something like that. It also provides a great background for our life.
Today, public art is even more valuable, and it's now become the new, old, cool thing. In fact, Chris says it's actually called a beacon for tourism. People can take a drive through cities and towns across the state to see public art. It's a great way for communities to communicate any message.
There's like the Stephen Adams mural. Everyone knows that that's in Film Row, and it, you know, communicates that we're proud of our Thunder basketball team and all of that. And then we have, you know, basketball fever here in town.
It's also about highlighting the work of newer artists.
One of my favorite recent projects is the With Love project that our nonprofit teamed up with a local activist named JB. He's a musician and rapper. And we were able to work with 6 black artists and give artists of color an opportunity to paint and increase their voices.
Bob Palmer is the premier mural artist in Oklahoma, and his work can literally be found all over the state.
Someone just driving through can learn a lot about the community just by viewing a mural, because most of the time people put in the mural what they're proud of, maybe what their history is.
The Plaza Walls project is particularly popular in the Plaza District. You can see over 25 murals all stacked side by side. In Miami, Oklahoma, the project along Route 66 is also an historic endeavor.
And we've been able to add over 20 murals there in the last 4 years.
A large art project Chris did can be found in different districts throughout Oklahoma City. This one is in Bricktown.
We're standing in Abstract Passages, which is the title of this 10,000 square foot mural. As you can see, the entire underpass has been painted, even every single column, and it's all completely different. There's no repeating patterns or anything like that, so it's all completely hand done.
There is such a thing as the afterlife of public art, but by people visiting and enjoying the art, that life and the stories will continue. People can celebrate the art in all communities.
What we love about it is that it really brings everyone out, and everyone can rally around the artwork and say, yeah, we all agree, no matter political views, no matter age, no matter your point of view, we can all agree that a little bit of color on the wall is a good thing.
You can find a list of almost every mural in our great state on the Tourism Department's website, travelok.com. Just type murals into the search bar. There are over 200 listed.
Coming up on Discover Oklahoma.
The store is amazing. It reminds me of a mixture of Indiana Jones, Goonies, and Willy Wonka.
You never know what you'll find along Route 66. We'll take you inside this eclectic store for a look around.
We're very well known for our bread pudding.
And wait until you hear what else they have on the menu. That's coming up when Discover Oklahoma continues.
Make a date with the great outdoors with the Oklahoma State Parks app. Explore trails, discover events, get deals, book lodging, campsites, and more. Download the Oklahoma State Parks app. Experience a state of wonder.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma. We're spending a morning at St. Gregory's Monastery in Shawnee, where you can come and visit and take a look around their marketplace, where you can pick up some of their own beef, eggs, and honey. It's no secret that our state is home to more miles of Route 66 than any other state in the country.
And of course, we have so many shops, restaurants, and sights to see along the Mother Road.
Jason Grubbs shows us one stop on Route 66 today, Decopolis on 66.
Drive down Route 66 in Tulsa and you'll come across an eye-catching building, making you wonder what's inside.
The store is amazing. It reminds me of a mixture of Indiana Jones, Goonies, and Willy Wonka.
Yep, that's a pretty good description of Decopolis. Owner and artist William Franklin spent 25 years working on projects for Disney World and movie sets.
So to get to kind of do a little bit of that here is really nice.
Decopolis started more than a decade ago as a little booth in a local antique mall. As you can see, it's grown into something much more, all handcrafted and curated by William.
All of it's stuff that I love, and that's the great thing about this is like it's kind of like my brain and all the stuff that's inside of me that I love coming out.
Decopolis is split into two sides.
The one we're in now is like a little tiny town square with little Art Deco buildings, and we have lots of souvenirs.
The town square coincides with his cartoon series called the Tulsa Rama Gang.
So these little characters, this is kind of like their little main street where they would go and visit.
You'll find a candy store filled with treats from a bygone era, vintage toys, and board games.
A lot of people come in here like, oh, I remember that when I was a kid. So it'll be parents or grandparents, and then they'll buy them for the next generation. So it kind of just keeps all that stuff going.
There's Oklahoma memorabilia, soaps, candles.
On the other side of the store, the Discoveratorium.
With our rocks and fossils and dinosaurs and kind of a science vibe to it.
As if there wasn't enough to look at, there's also a museum in here dedicated to Tulsa's Deco era. Hint the name, Decopolis.
Which means Deco City. You know, think of Tulsa with all the Art Deco and stuff like that.
It's super magical. There's little nooks and crannies that you can find and you go into, and it's a different section in each area. And you can spend hours in here looking at everything.
One of those nooks is filled with fairy tales. Another is stocked with Star Wars. Next to it is Hogwarts.
Yes, I have a lot of this stuff and just added to my collection.
Deanna Helsher teaches 7th and 8th grade English. 2 of her classroom corners are all Harry Potter. It's her first time in the store.
It's just like a gem. You go in little nooks and crannies and you find all kinds of really cool stuff. There's something for everyone here.
Yes, of all ages, I think everyone will find something in here and have a great time.
At Decopolis on Route 66 in Tulsa, I'm Jason Grubbs for Discover Oklahoma.
Decopolis is located at 1401 East 11th Street in Tulsa. They're open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Sunday, noon to 6.
Up next on Discover Oklahoma.
Our breakfast tacos with the chorizo and the queso fresca.
A massive menu makes for a brunch worth the drive. We'll show you where when Discover Oklahoma continues.
Start your next journey with the Travel OK Trip Planner. First, choose an itinerary or build your own. Share travel plans with friends and let the adventure begin. The Travel OK Trip Planner. Download the app today.
We have really enjoyed a very peaceful look around here at the St. Gregory's Monastery in Shawnee today.
And of course, no trip would be complete without finding a great place to eat. And we can rhyme too. So luckily for us, Casey Kennedy went to the Chalkboard and she's going to show us what's cooking.
The Chalkboard was originally opened by a gentleman named John Phillips. And it was opened in 1976 and was one of Tulsa's kind of premier restaurants. His signature dish was the beef Wellington. So whenever it closed and then we reopened it, We just carried on that tradition. The restaurant's been in our family for 20 years. Our father owned it before us. My sister started in 01 and I started 02, 03. Long time. We've all kind of grown up in this together. Really 99, 2000, he got the opportunity to come into this brand new building that had just got refurbished as the Ambassador Hotel and the Chalkboard restaurant. We get travelers from all over, and you know, we hear things, people considering Tulsa in general and then our restaurant something they would see in Austin or even kind of a New York vibe. It's just a cute boutique restaurant and then a beautiful hotel where we partnership well with the Ambassador. A couple different things that make us special. I think that just that hospitality you get when you walk through the door, you're always going to see a familiar face. We've all been here for a long time. And we all are just, we're bred for this. We're restaurant kids through and through. In a normal world, we would do brunch on Saturday, Sunday. But we just decided, you know what, let's make every day Sunday fun day. And so instead of switching breakfast, lunch, brunch menus, we just decided to do a brunch menu during the day and a dinner menu at night. You can start off, either go sweet or savory. We've got wonderful crab cakes if you want to go a little savory. And then we do a Scotch bonnet salsa with it with a little caviar over the top and a little lemon gel. We're very well known for our bread pudding. And so it was a quarantine item. So we just decided to, let's dredge that bread pudding like you would a French toast and then cover it with lemon icing and then do a little homemade blueberry jelly over the top of it. We've got a wonderful fried green tomato BLT for lunch. We've got a wonderful turkey Reuben, and our burger is off the charts. We have our classic Chalkboard breakfast, but our breakfast tacos with the chorizo and the queso fresca, and then to the frittata, which has a beautiful salad over the top of it. The Bloody Mary has just been our traditional kind of recipe. So we do all kinds of seasonal mimosas, but right now we're doing sorbets. So Chef has made a raspberry and mint sorbet, and so we're just doing those as little floats over the top of champagne. We've got a wonderful happy hour. Our happy hour is from 4 to 6 every day, and half-price appetizers. We've got a wonderful bar menu, and then a couple drink specials. We treat ourselves as ambassadors of Tulsa. I know that if I can sell somebody on Tulsa, that I'm gonna have them for either breakfast, lunch, or dinner. I think once they branch and they go downtown and they see the cool vibe, they're gonna come back to Tulsa, and so it just benefits me in the long run.
The Chalkboard is located inside the Ambassador Hotel in Tulsa, so why not book a stay? It's at 1324 South Main Street. If you're just stopping by for a meal, hit their website for a look at the menu and hours of operation for brunch, happy hour, and dinner.
And it doesn't matter where your next road trip will take you, because the Discover Oklahoma Dining Guide will help you find a great place to eat. All you have to do is just log on to our website, travelok.com, and click Request Free Brochures to get your copy.
A big thank you to the friendly folks here at St. Gregory's Monastery in Shawnee for hosting us this week. We suggest you visit their website, monksok.org, to find out more about tours, to see their stained glass windows, attend a public mass, or shop in their marketplace.
Coming up next Saturday on Discover Oklahoma, this is not skeet shooting. Some people call it golf with a shotgun. We'll go targeting sporting clays in McLeod.
And we're checking out the Tillman County Heritage Barn Quilt Trail in Frederick, too. It's all coming up next week right here on Discover Oklahoma.
So until next time, remember,
there's always something to discover in Oklahoma.